I never thought we could have, like, especially in Camden here, you would have never thought about like anybody doing such a production, like focusing on the students here at our school. I didn't know that we can all come together. Like, I never knew any of these kids.
So yeah, I learned a lot from the camera angles, how to work the camera and everything, so it was fun.
Now every time I watch a movie, I'm like counting, like, okay, that's one shot, that's another one, and I just start counting when it starts changing into different shots.
There was this one time, I think it was I was watching Avatar, and I was like, watch it. I bet you that's a different scene. They broke that scene into this, and this is how I'm gonna tell you how they did this. And then he was like, Alexis, be quiet. I don't care. I just want to watch it. I was like, Uncle Steve, but it's not real. They're cutting the scenes into different parts. I bet they deleted a scene right there. And he was like, would you stop?
It's very rare that you find us intermingling within each other's grades, and then here we are all here, and we all work so well together that it was just funny. Like, I never talk to freshmen. Never.
Oh,
I'm a senior. I don't talk to freshmen.
Man.
And then here we go with the twins. I talk to the freshmen now. I'm like, oh man, I go back on my word.
I talked to like the sophomores, the juniors, and everybody, but like I never was, you know, like really like got into discussions or could now talk to them about big picture lines. You know, it's more like, oh hi, oh okay, bye. But now it's more like, you know, like a more of a connection with everybody. But I'm happy that I made it work. You know, I'm really happy because I got a lot out of it. Whether working with the camera, the boom was the best part. I like
That's one job.
I don't know. I liked it because like you had to hold it up and then they'd be like, okay, follow the voice, so you're like following the person over top of them, and you know you can't let the camera see you. You know, I thought it was hilarious.
That's your job.
I was actually most impressed about how you guys did pull together, because I know that you were all from different factions of our school. And you all came together, and I think a lot of what Big Picture did with the warm-up exercises immediately broke ice. Doing the shaking, thing. We're all laughing, and the word game, having to memorize things like that. It really broke the ice, and it really pulled together. And working with the writing, and I was very impressed with how you guys really pulled together. You made an amazing movie. I've done this at a couple of the schools, and this is by far one of the best pieces of work I've seen done. I'm really impressed with all you guys.
I never really interacted with any of the freshmen or really sophomores. A little bit of the juniors, but I mean, like, we would sit down doing the, writing the script and everything, and listen to each and every one of your ideas. It's like, y'all are really creative, and it's like, wow, like, it was just amazing. Like, I mean, so many people have so many talents, but they don't want to like express it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, when we would just send, and that actually, Big Picture Alliance helped me with that, is to have more confidence in myself, and also just get what people tell me that I should embrace, which is acting or anything with film. So it's actually being around y'all, and basically me being me, me and myself, what I love to do, and y'all just made it comfortable for me. So I want to thank you for that, because it was actually had a really good time.
I don't know if this is from an artist's perspective, but I know we're all from Camden, and you said that other people might see this, and I think that's amazing because, when you watch in movies, what do you always see? The same actors and the same people, and you feel like, directors don't really look for actors, and I think it's amazing to find that Curtis, or even myself, or even Donovan, come from such a place that has so much stereotypes, and we could all make something together, and no one really looks for us, and I think it's very important that we're putting ourselves out there. Hey, you don't want to look for me? Well, here I am, and I think I'm amazing. I think everybody's amazing, and that's why I want to do it again, because, Camden is really a big place, and there is people there who want to be heard.
So it was very helpful being in this program, because after something happened in my life, I stopped writing completely. I only would write because I had to, in classes and everything. But there was a time where I used to write a lot, and I used to enjoy it, and then I just stopped. But oh my God, no. Alright. But being able to see this, it helped me come out of my shell, and I was able to start writing and doing something I really love. So yeah, thank you.
Even though some people don't know what they're gonna do, when they get older, and they could look at it oh my God, that's so interesting. I like the way this person, I like the way Alexis act in the movie, or the way Josh act, or I like the camera angles that such and such did, and I just love all of this, the editing. I mean, get involved, like do something you don't know. You might be actually good at it. You might actually love it because it's actually a fun thing to do. Acting, film, acting, directing, writing, all of this is fun. The film is just fun. It's using your imagination. Some people are afraid to use their imagination, which film can actually express your imagination.
Most people look at the youth of today's generation as like, oh, we're violent, we have no other way of communicating with each other besides punching each other in the face and cursing at each other. But this movie brought their they weren't violent, they didn't like each other, but they used their knowledge in different ways to come back at each other. Not just verbal violence or harassing each other or anything. It was like, you had the power, but he showed you that you're not the only one in power. He owns himself. So that's the lesson. Like, you have your own power. No one else can bring you down. And you don't have to use violence or attacking other people or putting them down to just show that you have power over yourself.
I think also the story itself, the story is very real. And I feel when people watch movies, you know, it's a lot of things like the way it says like, oh, I love you, oh, let's kiss. That didn't happen in the movie. It started slow. And I think it's the fact that when you watch a movie, I experienced this with my cousin, I experienced it with myself, that's not realistic. That doesn't happen. A lot of those things don't really happen. And when you see something as pure as, I think it's pure as this, it's just like, wow, things can really be okay if you just take it slow. And no matter what happens, there's a way to use your own voice. And I think that this movie brought it instead of being so off. Like, this was imaginative, but movies just go so way out. And like, you know, I think some people need to see like what Christina said, the real world and how youth could really be. And I think that's amazing.
Just step up. Don't ever look down at yourself or like, no, I can't do it. Don't doubt yourself. You got this. You got this.